Hey guys, welcome to YellowDingy.com. It's Mario, and I'm doing a game glance on Arcania Gothic 4, and I'm playing it on the Xbox 360. So Gothic 4 is obviously the fourth installment in the Gothic series. This is an adventure RPG, where you play as the hero. You start out the game in your hometown, and the game puts you through mini quests in an attempt to marry this girl, who you're in love with. So while you're away questing, your town gets razed, and your lady ends up being murdered. You're out to find revenge, so you travel to Aragon, where you discover there's a dark evil present, and you're out to save the lands and all mankind. The gameplay goes from swinging a sword to shooting arrows from your bow to casting magical spells. You can also block attacks or evade attacks. You have access to a quest book where you can manage your agenda of things to do. You have an inventory menu which is very approachable, where you can equip yourself with weapons and armor and set your shortcut buttons. As you go through the game, you'll level up your character, and you can distribute your skill points through a variety of avenues, from discipline to zeal, so you can customize your character's strengths to your playing style, which adds a very interesting strategy to the game. As for your character's status, you have stamina, health, mana, and you have access to a whole whack of consumables to affect your character's status. And finally, you have the ability to craft stuff, all the way from weapons, food, potions, but to do this, you need the instructions or the recipe for the item and the right resources. It's all standard mythical RPG stuff. So I guess what I'm trying to say is that it has all the right ingredients, it's just all been done before. There's nothing special or new here. The controls feel very clunky and awkward. It just doesn't have that same fluid feeling that Dragon Age had to offer. Everything feels very mechanical and hardly seamless. They have quick radial wheel menus and shortcut buttons, but it just doesn't feel like it was laid out very well. The graphics are simply stunning in this game. It's one of those games that you actually admire the environment. I did notice that a lot of effort was put into the actual environment between night and day, different climates, weather effects, and it really adds to the game. I would say the graphics are the highlight of the game. The context of the voice scripts is corny and terrible. I mostly ended up skipping through a lot of it and just reading it instead, because it was less painful than listening to the constant dribble. However, the background music was pleasant. It's that peaceful dinner party music that makes you feel warm and carefree. As for multiplayer, there is none, but due to the nature of the game, it wouldn't be appropriate to have a multiplayer. This is one of those games that's just okay. It won't leave a lasting impression, but you won't hate it. It's like that average girl in school who didn't really stand out and you don't remember her name. That was Arcania Gothic 4, and that was a game glance from YellowDingy.com.
You want to marry my daughter?
I love her, and she loves me.
Love.
Are you pregnant?
Who told you?
Holwyn,
The idiot!
so you really are?
I've always wanted a baby.